हो रही है. Mr. KK Manan, I'm coming to you. You know, it's all great that we talk about accountability, we talk about 304, we talk about arrests that the police have done, but there are various precedents in this country and not so great ones that whenever a tragedy of this nature unfolds, a man-made disaster, law has been incapable of dealing with it. Upahar is a case in point. Mr. Manan.
First of all, I pray that the departed souls rest in peace. So far as the contractor, this and that, even your channels with great respect will carry this news for a few days. And please, I request you, don't let it in between, but please get it done to the end. End means until the people get the justice. Rest, so far as Bharat Bhai was telling 304, 302, as per law, my view is, though I have all sympathy, every respect for the departed souls, it will not even stand under section 304 IPC. Ultimately, it will come under the ambit of 304A IPC, which is a bailable one.
Yes.
Unfortunately, IPC requires drastic amendment. Even after the case of that accident, you remember that car accident in which few people were died in the night. I do not want to elaborate on the names of those people. They were also convicted for an offence under section 304, but ultimately what the Honorable High Court passed the order 304A. So the question is whether the persons were sent deliberately or negligently. My perception is those people were just sent in a greed to collect the money when the capacity of the bridge was not more than 125 people. How 500-600 people were allowed to go on that bridge, which can't take the weight of such 600 people.
Mr. Manan, the most unfortunate part is that in our country, the duty of care or the tort of negligence, all of these aspects are not developed as much as they should be. And you're right in pointing out that IPC is not really equipped to deal with situations like this. And we have seen this happen earlier as well. Rohan Gupta, I also want you to come into the discussion. It's great that some of your party members have said that many people have lost their lives and no politics should be done on a matter like this. I agree with that. But there must be questions that should be raised by any responsible opposition parties. If you have them, please go ahead.
Absolutely, Anusha, and what Rahul ji has said, I completely agree that this is not the time to do politics. But at the same time, it's very important because this is horrific. Like, I don't have words. Like, I am from Gujarat. If you see the videos coming out from the family members of the people who have lost their loved ones, I have no words to express the grief. So, you know, whatever we are discussing today, this is all post-mortem. But yes, I was really surprised to listen to what BJP spokesperson was saying. And I even still can't digest that she was saying that, okay, there were 8 people going on the bridge and shaking it, so that I think this is not the time to talk all nuisance. This is the time to please understand, ensure that people who are responsible after this, they are taken to task. I'll give you one very important fact here. We have this New Year Day after Diwali. There is a New Year Day where all the people, because there are holidays, people go out with families and see the places. Now, this company which had taken this contract, if they have restarted the bridge without taking NOC of the local corporation, why it was allowed? And please understand, the bridge has continued like this for 4 days. 4 days, and after that this incident had happened. So how can we say that action is taken? Still no action is taken against the government officer, local Nagar Palika officer who has not given NOC, and maybe local police officers who have allowed this bridge to be operated without any kind of NOC for 4 or 5 days. If NOC was asked, and without NOC, if they had stopped the entry of people on the bridge, this could have been avoided. So how can you say that government is not responsible in this? We don't want to indulge into politics, but that doesn't mean that the basic cause which is responsible for this kind of incident, you are ignoring it.
No. I think that's a fair point to make, that if there are local officials who at their level did not do their due diligence, and in fact worse, they were involved in some kind of corruption, then the police or the administration must crack upon them. Before I go to Prashant Gadavi, I once again want to go back to Bharat Bhai Sagathiya. Bharat Bhai, मैं आपसे ये सवाल जानना चाहूंगी, अगर ये जो पूरा ब्रिज था, ये जो पुल था 26 तारीख से खुला हुआ था और ये हादसा कल हुआ है, तो क्या पिछले 4 दिनों में पुलिस को, लोकल प्रशासन को ये पता नहीं था कि वहां 500 लोग इकट्ठे होने वाले हैं, क्योंकि छठ का महापर्व भी चल रहा है, तो उम्मीद भी यही थी कि वहां पर बहुत सारे लोग इकट्ठे होंगे?
हाँ, सबको पता था ब्रिज चालू हो गया है, ट्रैफिक बहुत ज्यादा था, पर किसी प्रशासन ने या नगर पालिका ने, कलेक्टर मामलेदार ने, किसी ने इसकी नोंद नहीं लिया है, ऐसे ही चलने दिया है सर।
जी, प्रशासन ने, नगर पालिका ने, किसी ने अपना काम नहीं किया और जैसा चल रहा था वैसा चलता रहा और इतना बड़ा हादसा हो गया। प्रशांत गदावी, आई एम कमिंग टू यू, आई एम टेकिंग इन अ व्यू फ्रॉम यू. The rescue and relief operations were done in the best possible manner. You have the Prime Minister himself who's taking stock of the situation. The government is doing as much as they can in terms of putting some kind of a bandage on the wound. But of course, the loss of life can never ever be fulfilled, or it can never be repaid. But is there really some kind of closure that we can give to man-made disasters like these? Because as Mr. Manan pointed out, legally, the precedents don't tell us a very good story. There is very little you can do, and most of these offences are bailable offences.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are. Please go ahead.
Okay. This is clear-cut mismanagement and negligence from the ecosystems, because yes, government is putting their best effort afterwards, means on the reaction mode. Once accident has happened, before that we need to understand the chronology of the entire event. This bridge is almost 100 years old bridge. It was, constructed by even Britishers. And I clearly say my grandfather used to sell out the tickets of the same bridge before this renovations at almost very less amount, and only with the capacity of 35% to 40%, not more than that at a one time. This was renovated and capacity has been extended up to 100 people. This bridge renovated during last 7 months. It was not officially opened. Officially, inauguration was not happened. Actually, on one sudden day, on the day of New Year, the owner of the company, Oreva, comes in, do inaugurations, just do a press conference. There is no other people are involved.
Prashant, how did they do it? I mean, if a bridge has been sealed, a particular area has been sealed because restoration and renovation work is going on, you can't reopen it without taking permission from the municipal authorities, or at least informing them. So to believe that the municipal authorities did not know that the bridge was being opened is something that's very difficult to believe.
So that is the main catch, Anuja, actually, how he can, how he dare to open up without asking permission. And now, even yesterday night only, people came to know that there is no quality certification, no quality check has been happened, no NOC has been given from local municipal bodies, and they have already opened up. Okay, opened up for their fun, enjoyment, they have created, because they were in the pressure that if code of conduct will impose very soon, then this may not open up or inaugurated. That's why under the pressure of code of conduct might be possibility that Oreva people or Oreva team has inaugurated.
What kind of pressure? What kind of pressure, Prashant?
Must be a political pressure, because it has been handover takeover process, plus Oreva has taken the contract at some amount, some margin, some money.
But that I believe, Prashant, in all fairness, that I believe is a lot of speculation, for the simple reason that if they did not have permission, any private company should not be allowed to become the government themselves. Charu, I want you to come in there. I think some pertinent points have been raised, and you understand law, so I'm sure you would know that without really the permission of the municipal authorities, if a particular infrastructure project, especially if it's for public consumption, if it is not officially opened by the municipal authorities, how dare a private company really open it?
Yes, and I agree with you, Anusha. And I also want to quote the statement of the Labour Minister of Gujarat. Very clearly, Brijesh ji has said that it is a very unfortunate tragedy. Everybody is shocked, but the government takes complete responsibility of it. And I think this is a wonderful thing for somebody to stay in a place of responsibility today instead of shirking of responsibility. So this gives us hope that the investigation is going to be free and fair, and it does not matter who's found to be linked to it. There will be a complete I'm so sorry. So the government will make sure that anybody who's found linked to this case, who's found to have whether criminal negligence or this was deliberately done, both of it should have strict liability. So we cannot say that it was not deliberate and it was done negligently. The liability should not be so strict. That being
Charu,
said,
there are two aspects of it which I want to want to discuss with you.
Of some laws in India.
Yeah. One of course is the registration of the FIR, arrest of the people. Let me just believe what the government is saying, that we will ensure that whoever is the powerful and the mighty, owner of whichever corporation, we will go after them, we'll arrest them. Let's wait and watch what happens on that front. I will not debate with you on that. But there's another aspect of it. None of this can really happen without the local administration being hand in gloves. Sometimes you are able to legally catch them. On most occasions, to catch this nature of corruption becomes very, very tricky. You and I know how difficult a system is at some point in time. Will there be some kind of special inquiry conducted, not legally, administratively, to look at the local municipal corporation, and who are these officers who are responsible?
Anusha, and I agree with you. If there are people in the government system which are hand in gloves, which knew that something untoward was happening, they should be pulled onto the same net and they should be dealt with very strictly as well. So not just the Labour Minister in Gujarat, the Home Minister of Gujarat, Harsh Sanghvi has also formed an SIT recently. This SIT will get to the root of everything that has gone on over the last few days. They will ensure that nobody who's responsible goes scot-free. We will take personal responsibility, personal care, and this case will be monitored till everybody involved is satisfied.
भरत भाई, मैं आपके पास वापस आऊंगी, और आज हम सब बैठ के टीवी पर सारी बातें कर रहे हैं, वकील हैं यहाँ पे, राजनीतिक दल के नेता हैं, पत्रकार बैठे हैं और हम सब चर्चा कर रहे हैं। मगर कल जब ये हादसा हुआ तो आप वहां पर थे, आपने देखा वहां पर क्या हुआ। आप हमें दोबारा बताएंगे, एंड आई एम सॉरी आई एम आस्किंग दिस टू यू अगेन, मगर आप हमें बताएंगे कि उन कुछ पलों में क्या हुआ, किस तरह से ये पूरा हादसा हुआ और आपने उस समय क्या देखा।
हाँ, उस टाइम पे मैं अपनी कंपनी से सोमानी सैनिटरी वेयर से मैं आ रहा था
जी, और
जब हमारा ब्रिज है, पाडा पुल नाम है उसका, वहीं चल रहा था, तभी ट्रैफिक हमारा झूलता पुल पे बहुत ज्यादा था। उस टाइम पे हमको ट्रैफिक को देखने के लिए खड़े रह गए और हमने तो ये देखा कि भाई ट्रैफिक बहुत है, इसी तरह एंजॉय लेने की कोशिश कर रहा था। अचानक जो वो पुल अचानक गिर गया और लोग सब एक झटके में नीचे गिर गए और हमने वो हमारी नजर के सामने देखा है।
जी जी, आपको एक निजी क्षति भी पहुंची है, आपके भी कुछ परिवार के लोग थे वहां पर?
हाँ, मेरा भांजा है और मेरा भतीजा, वो 13 साल का बच्चा है, दोनों। जी,
जहां तक राहत और बचाव कार्य की बात है, कितना समय लगा था उसको शुरू होने में? लोकल प्रशासन से किस तरह की मदद मिली?
हाँ सर, उसी में मैं करीब 7:30 या 7:45 बजे पर मैं अपनी नदी पर गया था अपने बच्चे की बॉडी को लेने के ढूंढने के लिए। तभी हमारे लोकल लोग हैं, जो मुस्लिम लोग हैं, वो लोग अपनी नाव लेके वो पूरा बॉडियों को निकल रहा था। उसके बाद 2-3 NDRF की टीम आई थी और करीब 1 बजे के बाद 10-12 और टीम आई थी। उसके बाद मिलिट्री फोर्स भी आई थी, पुलिस प्रशासन भी आए थे, बाद में भूपेंद्र सिंह मुख्यमंत्री भी आए थे और हमारा गृह मंत्री भी आया था। तो उसने मैंने सवाल ये किया था।
भरत भाई, मैं आपके पास वापस आऊंगी। रोहन गुप्ता एंड मिस्टर के मनन, आई एम कमिंग to you, to both of you, and this is the question that I want to ask. That it's wonderful to theoretically talk about justice and to bring accountability whenever an incident like this really happened. But Mr. Manan, how will this really translate? You said that media should follow it to a logical conclusion. We really want to, but it takes years. It takes years and sometimes decades for justice to be finally served in this country. And if precedents were to go by, sometimes justice is even not served at all. Mr. Manan.
You see that you remember Arushi's case.
Yes.
One of the channel took that case till the end. But anyway, you will also, I know, I am confident. But at the same time, as you were talking about the local administration, it's a very simple case. No need to go and form the SIT, this and that. It's a very simple case. In each and everything, for what purpose the local police is there? For what purpose is the SHO is there? Why he was not preventing? Who was the contractor? How he can allow the people like this? How the municipal committee people allowed the contractor to do all this? And few people are there whose head should be rolled out, and in fact it will not take much time to fix the responsibility of each and every person who is responsible for this heinous crime whether it is a negligent or deliberate, whatever it will be, you can call it, but at the end we can say lot of lives have gone without any reason, rhyme, and they were innocent people. They have not gone for pleasure, and if they have gone for pleasure, but they lost their lives without any
reason. Children, women who were there to celebrate. I mean, it's very, very unfortunate.
See, these in Hindi, ये बेदर्द नकाम लोग जो जितने भी हैं ना, इनको नोच लेना चाहिए लॉ